Okay, can you see me now? Can you see the screen?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Wonderful. All right, so we are continuing to read from chapter 5 of Bhagavad Gita titled Karma Yoga Action in Krishna Consciousness. And just to recap a little bit, last week we were with Kaustubha Prabhu and he discussed, remember this, 18th? विद्या विनय संपन्ने ब्राह्मणे गवहस्तिनि सुनी चैवा सपाके चा pandita sarvamdarshina. So here Krishna gives a definition of a brahmana, a pandita. Who is the pandita? Vidya vinay sampanna. He is endowed with true knowledge. Vidya vinay sampanna brahmane gravahastini. One who sees with equal vision. A learned and gentle brahmana, a cow, elephant, dog, or dog eater. All the same. When you see all the same, then you can call a sage. In Vidya Pandita Samadarshina. Samadarshi. You can be called equally vision, equal vision. Nowadays, people talk about equality. In America now, not talking. They're not interested. They have abolished DEI. But everybody is kind of thinking we go direction and we're equal. Everybody is equal. So that's the definition. How you can be equal? You should see everyone with the same vision. How you can see everything with the same vision? Whether you are a gentle brahmana or a cow, elephant, dog, or dog eater. When you look at the level of body, no, the bodily we are different. But when you look at the level of soul, the spirit soul, then you can see everyone same because spirit soul is same in every body. So in quality, so spirit soul, we are individual spirit soul, but our nature quality is the same. But the body quality is different. My body quality is different than your quality of the body, right? Little bit differences. Why there is a differences? Because we all have different desires to enjoy. So the material nature provides us a specific body with which we can enjoy the way we want. So we get different type of body. Why? Because we have different desires. All of us agree, right? We all have different desires. Correct, right? Isn't it? If you go in detail, you'll find there is a difference in desires. Even husband and wife, there is difference in desire, right? As closest as that. So that's why there are differences in the body. So then Krishna says, those whose mind are established in sameness equanimity have already conquered the condition of birth and death. So we have to, our mind should be sameness and equanimity. How can our mind be in sameness and equanimity when our mind sees everything at the level of soul? So then when you understand everything is part and parcel of one whole, Krishna, then you can see everything is the same in equanimity, otherwise hard. But then Krishna says next, a person who neither rejoice or not something pleasant, neither, when you get something excellent, you don't become super happy. And also you don't lament if you lose something. Who is self-intelligent, unbewildered, who knows science of God is already situated in transcendence. So basically, we have to go beyond this duality of this world. That's what Krishna is saying. Pain, pleasure, right? Happiness, distress. How can we equanimity, right? Saint Krishna says next, such a liberated person is not attached to material sense pleasure, but is always in trance, enjoying pleasure within, right? So that's the inner peace. When you say pleasure within, then you don't need externals to be happy. And actually, with the yoga, you can experience that to some extent. The physical yoga, when you meditation or when you do meditation and you disconnect your mind from the outer world, actually you can feel peaceful inside. But that doesn't last longer. It's just maybe a few minutes. But how you can be everlastingly peaceful? That's what Bhagavad Gita is going to teach us, right? And then when you become everlasting peaceful, then you get unlimited happiness, because without peace there is no happiness, right? Krishna says earlier that there is no peace without happiness. So therefore, become peaceful first. Next, Krishna says, "ये ही संसार स्पर्शा भोगा दुख योन एवते antavanta kaunteya nate suramase buddha." Krishna says, intelligent person doesn't take part in source of miseries which are due to contact with material nature. O son of Kunti, such pleasure have beginning and end. So the wise man does not delight in them. Krishna is saying, Krishna said earlier, you remember that he said you should be equal uh, in distress and failures. Earlier he said, and you become in trance and then enjoy unlimited happiness. But then how you can be? To get to that position, you have to do this. Here is that. You should think in your mind that whether I'm getting pleasure or distress, it is going to end. Even if you're super happy, it will end. And even if you're super sad, it will end. Nothing is permanent in this world, everything is temporary. So, whether pain, pleasure, distress, happiness, everything is, when you understand this in your mind and you actually start living like that, then you don't get interested whether there is a pleasure or pain. It's not a matter of for you to think much, right? Because you know that anyways it come, it will go. And if you can do that, so then if you can do this in this body, with the current our current life, we can do this one, that become equivocal in pain and pleasure, distress and happiness, and you can tolerate all the pains and pleasures on your body, and then you can control the forces of desires and anger, because when you tolerate, so you tolerating your desire, you're not working on your desire, and at the same time, if you're not trying to fulfill your desire, there is no anger, because anger is nothing, that we try to do something, but when it doesn't happen the way we want, there is anger, frustration, right? So the only way to become happy in this world permanently is to control force of desire and anger. How you can control it? Krishna says earlier, oh, you cannot. Arjuna will say that it is very hard. So you will see that. But generally, you cannot control things. You can only transfer. So Krishna gonna teach that how you can do this. Okay, and then you can be well situated and happy in this world. Okay, so this is 24th sloka, just before today's. So the one whose happiness is within, who is active and rejoices within, and whose aim is inwardly, is actually perfect mystic. So if we want to become a perfect mystic, then what we have to do? Yontam sukho antaratma sa तथा अंतर्ज्योतिरेव च सा योगी ब्रह्म निर्वाणम ब्रह्मणो ब्रह्मभूताधिगच्छति. One whose happiness is within, no, that inner peace. No, you have to be happiness within. And who is active. It's not like when you close your eyes and in meditation you sleep. Oh, sleep, right? No, you have to be active and rejoice within. So how you can be active when you're meditating? Is it hard, right? And then you can become liberated in supreme. In supreme. Liberated does not mean you just leave the world. You have to liberate in something. It is not that liberate means negation. No, that's not Bhagavad Gita teaching. Okay. So, how you can be active and happy and rejoice at the same time? At the same time, meditate. What a yogi. Generally, yogi means, this Mahakumbh going on. They are sitting there not talking to anyone. But Krishna saying you have to be active. It's hard. You have to be yogi, you have to be active, and you have to be happy, rejoice. But generally, we are taught that if you want to become liberated, you leave this world. But no, Krishna is teaching something else. He's saying liberate in the supreme, liberate in something, not liberate means you go out of this world. Okay, that makes sense. What we just discussed. Any questions from there before we go and 25th? Everybody's understood?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Other people not saying, not listening. I don't know. Waiting.
Yes.
Thank you, Mataji. Okay, let's go 25. Okay. Labante Brahma Nirvanam
Lavante Brahmanevanam
Rishaya China Kalmasha
Rishiyashina Kalpata Shah
Chin Chinnadev Chinnadadva Yayatmana
Tinna Daitya Yatmana
Sarvabhuta Hiterata.
Sarvabhuta Hite Ratha.
Translation and purport by His Divine Grace, Shri Shri Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada, Prabhupada ki jai. Those who are beyond the dualities that arise from doubt, whose mind are engaged within, and who are always busy working for the welfare of all living beings. Remember, always busy working. They are not sleeping. You know, said you meditate and you sleep. No, they are always busy working, and for whom? Welfare of all living beings, who are free from all sins, achieve liberation in the Supreme. Okay, let's see purport. Only a person who is in fully in Krishna consciousness can be said to be engaged in welfare, working for all living entities. When a person actually in the knowledge that so Krishna is the fountainhead of everything, then when he acts in that spirit, he acts for everyone. The suffering of humanity are due to forgetfulness of Krishna as the supreme enjoyer and the supreme proprietor and supreme friend. Therefore, to act to revive this consciousness within the entire human society is the highest welfare work. One cannot be engaged in such first class welfare work without being liberated in Supreme. A Krishna conscious person has no doubt about supremacy of Krishna. He has no doubt because he is completely freed from all sins. This is the state of divine love. Today is Valentine Day in America. Okay, so we are celebrating Valentine Day. India it was today, so it's talking about a state of divine love. Right?
Happy Valentine's Day, sir.
Happy Valentine's Day. So let's read next one, then we'll discuss. A person engaged only in ministering the physical welfare of human society cannot factually help anyone. Temporary relief of external body and mind is not satisfactory. The real cause of one's difficulty in the hard struggle of life may be found in one's forgetfulness of his relation with Supreme Lord. When a man is fully conscious of his relationship with Krishna, he is actually a liberated soul. Actually, he may be in the material tabernacle. Hare Krishna. So, what did you read just now? Everybody is awake.
Yes.
Hare Krishna.
Hmm. Who has done relationship with the Krishna, he is liberated from if he is having any troubles. Even if he is able to,
Yeah.
who is with Krishna, and who has made relationship with the Krishna, he is the person
The
who is
question.
Brahma Bhuta. Brahma Bhuta.
Yes. The question is.
He is called Brahma Bhuta.
Yes. Thank you, Mataji. So, question is. Here we are reading Karma Yoga. Go back a little bit. This is Karma Yoga. It's saying action in Krishna consciousness. It's a yoga. Yoga means connection. Remember that. Connecting with whom? Connecting with Supreme God, Krishna. Now, Krishna is saying, and the last verse of this chapter, you will see, Krishna will say, work for me. Okay. He'll say, Mam, Aham. He'll say, work for me. Okay. And he talk about all the supreme that then he's saying work for me, which means then he's supreme. Otherwise, why he will say work for me? so but there is a doubt. We all have this doubt that is Krishna is the only God in this world. The big doubt, isn't it? we are not 100% convinced yet that Krishna is the only Supreme Personality of Godhead. That is, we don't have that experience so far. We think, we are always in doubt, right? There is a sense of doubt because we are always thinking maybe there is bigger, maybe there is someone else, maybe someone equal, if not bigger. Okay. Why this doubt? Because we either don't have knowledge or we don't have faith. Two things. Doubt comes why? Because either you don't know or you know but you don't have faith on it, right? Suppose if I give you a gold ring and if you don't know how to check something is gold or not, then you'll be in doubt. Is this a gold or or copper or brass? How do I know? So you don't have knowledge, so you're in doubt gold is gold or not. But if you have a knowledge, oh, you know how to check the gold, but then you don't have faith in me. Oh, this person will never give me right gold. Why he will give me right gold? You are in doubt, even if you have knowledge, because you don't have faith in me giving gold to you, right? Because you'll be thinking, why this person will give me gold for no reason, right? Like, why, right? Isn't it? This will happen. This Suppose if somebody comes to your door and says, "Oh, I have 10 kg gold for you," you'll be surprised. Go, you're gone mad. Just go run away from here. You're fooling me, because because you don't trust. Oh, this is a beggar, and he's coming and telling me that you have so much money and gold, right? So we don't have knowledge or we don't have faith. So that's what Sloka is saying. But once you have knowledge and also you have a faith with knowledge, because just knowledge may be just confusing. But if you have a faithful knowledge, then your mind becomes peaceful and you are not in doubt. You're out of doubt, right? That's what this Sloka is saying. What is saying? Those who are beyond dualities that arise from doubt. Why that duality arise? Because they don't have knowledge. Earlier he said. And minds, when you have the no duality, you are free from doubt, then mind is engaged within and always busy working for welfare of all living beings, and you are free from all sinful, achieve liberation in the Supreme. So, what is this knowledge which Krishna is saying? He's saying if you have knowledge, you become free of doubt, and then you work for the welfare of all beings, constantly are busy working for the welfare of everyone. What is that knowledge? We we are so much busy working for ourselves, right? Isn't it? We are always busy for our cooking, maintaining our family, doing our job, so much busy, but still we cannot make them happy, we cannot make us happy. After all that busyness, we are frustrated. And Krishna is saying you become busy like a hell, but you work for welfare of everyone in the world, and you become happy and peaceful. What is that? Because generally when we become so much busy, we get frustrated, isn't correct? When we become so much busy that you have no time for yourself, you become frustrated. Like, what I'm doing, just like working 18 hours a day. But here Krishna is saying you can work 18 hours a day and not just for yourself. You will work for welfare of everyone, but you'll be happy, peaceful, free from anger, doubt, desires. This is something very unique. Right? So how you can be? The only way is to connect everything to one Supreme. When you see the whole world, everyone in the world as the part and parcel of Krishna, as a God, then you see everyone in relation to yourself. Just like right now, you see yourself in relation with your family. Like we all see our relation with our family. So even if we do hard work for the family, we are happy. We are satisfied. Oh, at least I am able to maintain my family. I'm able to give them time. I'm giving them food, shelter, everything, despite all the challenges and struggle and busyness. Because when we see them happy, we are happy. But if you see same unit, you expand your unit of life, that you see the whole world as part and parcel of Krishna, then whatever you try to do, you will try to do for whole family. That's a world family, right? And then even if you're busy, you're not working for yourself. You work for Krishna. And the problem is we cannot work for everyone. The problem is this. You cannot satisfy everyone. Even if you work hard day and night, like philanthropists, like Bill Gates, Tata, Birla, Ambani. They have a lot of philanthropic work. They put some money. Microsoft also, right? The Bill Gates, there's so many companies. They have a corporate social responsibility funds. So you can feed people, you can provide them shelter, food, cloth, vaccine, so many things. But next day they will be unhappy. You cannot make them happy, isn't it? Even if you provide daily, you cannot make them happy. They will come and complain, oh, this was not up to the mark. This was bad. You should give me something better. I'm bored. I want change. Isn't if you see street a beggar and daily you give them one vada pav, next day he will say, I don't want vada pav daily, okay? Give me something else. I'm okay. I don't want yours. And he'll say, no, I'm not happy. I want more and more and more. Correct? So that's why even if you work for busy like hell and welfare for everyone, you cannot make them happy. Then what is the formula to make everyone happy? So if it's like a tree, if you water the tree root, you can make the whole tree happy. Because you are watering the root of the tree, the water will percolate to the whole body of the tree. But if you try to water the branches and the leaves and everything, flowers, fruits, how many you can water? It will evaporate, it will go away. You'll water, but the plant will dry because it's not getting anything from inside. So for all the philanthropic world, like people say, oh, I don't want to give donation for Bhagavad Gita or anything. I want to give donation for beggars and all these poor people. But the poor people not struggling because of your money. They are struggling internally. If you may try to make them internally satisfied, externally they will be happy. They can survive in less quantity of things. Externally you provide how much so you provide. Like if you remember, in last 30-40 years, billions and billions and trillions of dollar has been spent on poverty elevation. There should not anyone should not be poor. Okay, in India also, in America also. But still homeless people are on the street. The beggars on the street. Poor are becoming poor and rich are becoming richer. Why there is poverty if we have spent so much money on removing poverty? Correct? This should be asked. But India became independent 75 years, but still there is poverty. There is BPL, below poverty levels. There are economically weaker section of people, categories. In America, there is so rich country, but still you see homeless people on the street here. Why? America, there should not be anyone poor because we are so rich, right? Isn't Arjun? What do you think? Everybody should have enough to survive. And people and the government is spending billions of dollars yearly to take care of homelessness. But still homeless people are there in America and Europe, in the big cities. Why? We should ask this question. That if you're spending so much money to remove all these things over these decades, why you did not remove it? Where did money go? So which means the money cannot solve these problems. The real problem, if you want to solve, then you have to satisfy Krishna. Why Krishna is satisfied? When Krishna is satisfied, it's like a root of the tree. Then all the branches and trees and fruits will be satisfied. And you can try this. You start with your family. If you work for Krishna, then your family members will be satisfied with you. Because Krishna is as a super soul sitting in everyone's heart. And he says that I give desires, I give knowledge, I sanction everything. And when he sees you are working for Krishna, and then question is what is the meaning of working for Krishna is? What is the meaning? What are you trying to say? Is Krishna needs workforce? Who is the HR for Krishna? Who is the human resource department? I want to join that human resource and I want to apply. What are the opening Krishna has? You are asking I should work for Krishna. So what are the openings? What is the meaning of working for Krishna? Correct? Working for Krishna means Krishna doesn't want anything from us. He doesn't want our money. He doesn't want our anything. What he wants. It's like your father. What is working for father means? You can say, oh, my father gave me everything. What I can give to my father? Nothing you can give to your father. He gave you life, he gave you birth, he gave you house, he educated you. What you can give to your father? No, nothing. But if you got separated from your father and father is waiting to meet you, and you go and meet your father, or somebody takes and connects to that father, father will be very happy. Same thing in our situation. Right now, we all are disconnected from Krishna or God. If and other people, and we got information, oh, I should connect back to God, Krishna. Now, if we educate our brothers and sisters to, hey, please let's connect back to our Father. That's what working for Krishna means. That you connect everyone to Krishna, not to myself. And, oh, I am now Guru, I am now Yogi, I am now you follow me, serve me. No, you serve Krishna. When you serve Krishna, then without service, there is no relationship, right? If I'm not able to serve you, what is a relationship? Nothing. For example, if there is husband and wife living together, it is Valentine Day in America. Suppose in a husband wife living together, but they don't do anything for each other. Daily they say, I love you, I love you, I love you, I love you. And when the husband or wife says, okay, what you will do for me? No, nothing. Where is relationship? Without service, there is no relationship. It's just agreement. So until you serve Krishna, you will not know what is my relation with Krishna. Because why? And that's the only way. And service means connecting everyone, our family to Krishna. Okay. So for shortly, that's where for now you understand that much. So we'll go to text 26. Who wants to read this one? Kama Krodha Vimuktanam.
I will give
Yes. Hare Krishna, Hitarmatha ji. Read.
Krishna. Kamakrodh vibhuktanam na yatina yat yata chetasam ma abhito brahmanirvana vartate viditatma nam. Those who are free from the anger, all material desire, who are self-realized, self-disciplined, and constantly enduring for perfection, are assured of liberation in the Supreme in the very near future. Purport of the saintly person who are constantly engaged in striving towards salvation. One who is Krishna conscious is the best of all. The Bhagavatam 4.22.39 confirms this fact as follows.
I can read for you. Yatapada pankaj palasa vilasa bhaktya karmasyam grahathinam udagrahanti santa tadvam narikta matyo yatatyo piruddha sroto ganastam aranam bhajavasudevam. Yes, you read this.
Just try to worship and in devotional service Vasudeva, the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Even great sagas are not able to control the forces of the senses as effectively as those who are engaged in transcendental bliss by serving the lotus feet of Lord, uprooting the deep growth desire for the fruitful activities. In the conditional soul, the desire to enjoy the fruitive results of work is so deep rooted that it is difficult even for the great sakes to control such desires. Despite great endeavors, the devotee of the Lord constantly engaged in devotional service in Krishna consciousness, perfect in self-realization, very quickly attains liberalization in the Supreme. Owing to his complete knowledge in self-realization, he always remains in trance. To cite the analogy explain of this.
दर्शन ध्यान स्मर्शे मतस्य कुर्मा विहंगम स्वयं स्वान्येऽप्यत्यानि पुष्णाति नान्ति तदाहम् अपि पद्मजा.
By vision, by meditation, and by touch only do the fish, the tortoise, and the bird maintain their of spirit. Similarly, do I also, O Padmaja. The fish brings up its offspring simply by looking at them. The tortoise brings up its offspring simply by meditation. The eggs of the tortoise are laid on the land, and tortoise meditates on the eggs while in the water. Similarly, the devotee of the Krishna consciousness, although far away from Krishna's abode, can elevate himself to that abode simply by thinking of him constantly. By engaging in Krishna consciousness, he does not feel the pangs of material miseries. This state of life is called Nirvana, and the absence of material miseries due to being constantly immersed in the Supreme. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna. So this is a homework for all of you who are from science background. Try to search how does the fish, tortoise, and birds give birth to babies. You know the tortoise in Odisha. There is a coast where tortoise in once in a year come out, lay eggs, and they go back to the sea and they meditate on it, and the eggs come out. This is known, isn't it? So you come from biology background, you can easily know that fish, tortoise, and birds maintain their offspring by vision, looking at them, meditation, and touch. Okay, so touch is bird. So when the chicken, how they lay the eggs, may sit down on the eggs and transfer the heat, but sit on it, touching it. Meditation is tortoise, and the fish is by looking at it. So now you have to find out scientifically how does the fishes, and then tortoise and birds lay their offspring. Okay, who is ready for this assignment? You should be curious, when you're reading something, you should get curious. How does this work? This is given in Shastras, and thousands of years back. This is already mentioned here. You should read. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Okay, Madhu will do. Any other one person? There is another iPhone. It's Ramchandra, I think, right? Yeah. Ramchandra is also from biology. Ramchand, can you hear me? Okay. Okay.
Yes, yes.
Let's read it. So you should also try to look for this is Sloka text 26. All of you have Bhagavad Gita copy or not? Everyone has Bhagavad Gita?
Yes.
Who doesn't have it? I'll give you one. Who doesn't have? Don't worry, I can ship to you. Who doesn't have Bhagavad Gita copy, the one we are reading right now? Everyone has one physical copy?
I have in my language, I have the English. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. You should get one English copy also. It's not harm. It's good to have two copies.
Sure.
Arjun, do you have any copy?
Yeah, I was going to say I don't have a copy actually. I just have like an online copy, not a physical.
You send me your address. I'll send you one.
Yes, Prabhu. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, you can just send your address, and I'll sip you. Get you sipped.
Hare
Anyone
Krishna.
else? Yes.
Where does he stay? If it is in Bombay, I can send.
No. He is in California, so I'll get it from here.
Yeah, I'm in the US. Yeah.
Yeah, it's Seattle, not California. That side. Yeah. Okay. Anyone else? Everyone has Bhagavad Gita. Ramchand, do you have copy?
Yeah, I have. I don't know. Like it's different version. I think like the
No,
small book.
you should get this one. You are in St. Louis, right?
Yeah, yeah.
You go to temple there, or no? You never been.
Yeah. I went to Hindu temple once. Like,
Where do you stay?
I'm in University City.
Oh, then you close to the temple. ISKCON temple. It's just other part of medical campus. That's
Oh,
there.
okay. Yeah.
Yeah, it's on Lendell Boulevard, next to that market.
Yeah. Okay. I don't. I will. I need to check. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, it is very close. Like from medical campus, 1 mile.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay. Yeah. In
yeah.
general, like my campus is different, so
Oh, you
in
are in
general, no.
Danforth.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I don't know
Yeah, you
much.
should go Sunday and grab your coffee. Get a coffee of Bhagavad Gita.
Sure. I will see. Yeah.
Yes, yeah. It's good to have it so that you can mark it, you can nicely note it. It's nice. So let's go to 27 and 28, and then last sloka is 29. And then at the end, everyone should stay. At the end, we are going to do 8 to 10 minute meditation today. Hare Krishna mantra meditation. So the people who are new, I'm going to train you to how to do meditation daily, and you can just give 8 minutes. We'll do together. So just don't leave. Okay. So let's finish this 3 sloka. We've closed this chapter, and then we'll do today. And in every session, we will do this meditation so that you learn doing meditation yourself, and it'd be nice. Okay. So everyone is ready for that?
Yes.
Okay. What about others? Arjun and Ramachand is
Yes.
there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hare
What?
Krishna,
Oh,
Prabhu.
Hare Krishna. Kaustubh Prabhu also joined. Hare Krishna, Kaustubh Prabhu. Can you hear me? Dhanavad. Yes. So we'll do chanting in every end of every session. That way, those who are not able to do meditation, they can learn. And over a few months, you will be expert in it. Okay. So let's do this sloka. Who wants to read 27, 28? Anyone?
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Should I?
Of course. Hari Bol. Yes.
Thank you, Prabhuji. स्पर्शान् कृत्वा बहिर्बाह्यश्चक्षुवान्त्रे भ्रुवो प्राणापानशमो कृत्वा नासाभ्यन्तरचारिणौ हितेन्द्रियमनोबुद्धिर्मुनिर्मोक्षपरायण विगतेच्छाभयक्रोधो या सदा मुक्त एव स. Translation. Shutting out all external sense objects, keeping the eyes and vision concentrated between the two eyebrows, suspending the inward and outward breath within the nostrils, and thus controlling the mind, senses, and intelligence, the transcendentalist aiming at liberation becomes free from desire, fear, and anger. One who is always in this state is certainly liberated. Purport. Being engaged in Krishna consciousness, one can immediately understand one's spiritual identity, and then one can understand the Supreme Lord by means of devotional service. When one is well situated in devotional service, one comes to the transcendental position, qualified to feel the presence of the Lord in the sphere of one's activity. This particular position is called liberation in the Supreme. After explaining the above principles of liberation in the Supreme, the Lord gives instruction to Arjuna as to how one can come to that position by practice of mysticism or yoga, known as Ashtanga Yoga, which is divisible into an eightfold procedure called Yama, Niyama, Asana, Pranayam, Pratyahar, Dharana, Dhyana, and Samadhi. In the sixth chapter, the subject of yoga is explicitly detailed, and at the end of the fifth, it is only preliminary explained. One has to drive out the sense objects such as sound, touch, form, taste, and smell by the pratyahara process in yoga, and then keep the vision of the eyes between the two eyebrows and concentrate on the tip of the nose with half closed lids. There is no benefit in closing the eyes altogether because then there is every chance of falling asleep. Nor is there benefit in opening the eyes completely because then there is the hazard of being attracted by sense objects. The breathing movement is restrained within the nostrils by neutralizing the up moving and down moving air within the body. By practice of such yoga, one is able to gain control over the senses, refrain from outward sense objects, and thus prepare oneself for liberation in the Supreme. This yoga process helps one become free from all kinds of fear and anger, and thus feel the presence of the super soul in the transcendental situation. In other words, Krishna consciousness is the easiest process of executing yoga principles. This will be thoroughly explained in the next chapter. A Krishna conscious person, however, being always engaged in devotional service, doesn't risk losing his senses to some other engagement. This is a better way of controlling the senses than by Ashtanga Yoga. Hare Krishna Guruji.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Okay, so this yoga will take a few minutes. So we all know yoga, right? We all learned yoga. Baba Ramdev in 2006, he kind of revolutionized the yoga in India. He went to every city and trained people in yoga, breathing exercise. So here, Krishna is recommending same, right? Like he's saying, what he's saying. First of all, you disconnect your senses from outer object. Okay. Now, second, what do? You control your breathing. You focus your vision, tip of the nose, half closed eyes, not like sleep. Okay. Now, meditation means open your eyes half and focus on the nostril, this tip of the nose here. And what should be the result of such meditation? You should become free from desire, fear, and anger. Is that happens in modern yoga? There are so many yoga teachers and yoga studios and billion-dollar industry. But what they do? They sit down, meditate for 15 minutes on white light or some lamp, not on the nose, huh? They have put some nice music or something like that. And then a moment they come out of that 30-minute meditation, they are going drinking wine, eating meat, doing all the nonsense. And if you disturb them little, they are full of anger. The anger don't go away. Desires are actually, the yoga is done to fulfill the desires. They are not trying to get out of desire. They are thinking, okay, if I do yoga and meditation, my body will be healthy, and then I can nicely enjoy with this body. I can have nice sex, nice meat. I can eat meat nicely. I can have drink, and then I will come back and do yoga. All is good. It's so nice, right? You do nonsense, come here, clean it. Do nonsense, come here, clean it. But that's not yoga. That's a cheating. But none of the yoga gurus in modern days will talk about this. They will say, no, you can do all the nonsense, but just come and give me money. I'll take your money monthly, and you keep on breathing. You go nowhere. Because the outcome of yoga, Krishna is saying, the purpose of yoga is to become free of desire, anger, and fear. At least minimum. That's like a minimum. But none of us are becoming by yoga practice, the so-called modern yoga. We become full of desire, full of anger, full of fear. Fear of death, right? Actually, yoga should make you fearless of death. No desire from this world. And become happy, peaceful. But that doesn't happen. That may happen for 5 minutes, but that will not last longer. You can't tolerate even little pain, pricks of the mosquito or a butterfly. So that's not right yoga. So we are misguided. But Krishna is going to tell us. Krishna already told us a glimpse, and chapter 6 is Dhyana Yoga, the next chapter. So you will learn meditation. So let's read the last sloka for this chapter. Very powerful. This is a summary of this chapter. Krishna telling act in Krishna consciousness is Karma Yoga, this chapter 5. And Krishna is gonna say to us now how you should do karma yoga. Okay, who wants to read this one? Last sloka of chapter 5.
Can I read, Prabhuji? Or any student should read?
Okay, you can read, Prabhuji. Nice to hear from you. Yes,
This is
let's
very
read.
important sloka, which is for recitation or by hearting also.
Yes.
Bhoktaram yajna tapasam.
Everybody can repeat. Prabhuji, you can say half and then they can repeat. All of us will repeat after you. Okay?
Bhoktaram yajna tapasam.
Bhoktaram yajna tapasam
Sarvaloka maheshwaram.
Sarvaloka maheshwaram
Rudam sarvabhutanam.
Suhardam sarvabhutanam
Jnatva mam shanti mruchati.
Gyatva mam santim richati.
Translation. Anyone can read the translation.
Yes. Who wants to read translation? And then all of us can read one paragraph. Who wants to read? There are two big paragraphs.
Yeah, I'll read Prabhuji, but I don't have book.
Okay, I have a screen now.
Yeah. A person in full consciousness of me, knowing me to be ultimate beneficiary of all sacrifices and austerities, the supreme lord of all planets and demigods, and the benefactor and well-wisher of all living entities, attains peace from the pangs of material miseries. But shall I continue? Prabhuji,
Maybe someone else read who has the book,
someone else?
because it would be hard for you to look at it. And we
Yeah,
don't have
yeah,
less
that's true.
we have less time because we want to do the one round chanting, a mantra meditation. So someone who can
Baba.
read faster and have book. Okay. Who wants to do
Yeah.
it?
Shall I read? I can read from screen.
Okay.
Yeah. The conditioned souls within the clutches of the illusionary energies are all anxious to attain the peace in the material world, but they don't know the formula for peace, which is explained in this part of Bhagavad Gita. The greatest peace formula is simply this: Lord Krishna is the beneficiary in all human activities. Men should offer everything to the transcendental service of the Lord because he is the proprietor of all planets and the demigods. Ush, demigods thereon. No one is there, no one is greater than he. He is greater than the greatest of the demigods, Lord Shiva and the Lord Brahma. In Vedas, Svetasvatara Upanishad 6.7, the Supreme Lord is described as Tam Iswaranam Paramam Maheshwaram. Under the spell of illusion, living entities are trying to be the lords of all they survey. But actually, they are dominated by the material energy of the Lord. The Lord is the master of material nature, and the conditioned souls are under the stringent rules of material nature. Unless one understands these bare facts, it is not possible to achieve peace in the world, either individually or collectively. This is the sense of Krishna's consciousness. Lord Krishna is the supreme predominator, and all living entities, including the great demigods, are his subordinates. One can attain perfect peace only in complete Krishna's consciousness. This fifth chapter is practical explanation of Krishna's consciousness, generally known as Karma Yoga. The question of mental speculation as to how Karma Yoga can liberation is answered herewith. To work in Krishna's consciousness, is to work with complete knowledge of Lord as the predominator. Such work is not different from the transcendental knowledge. Direct Krishna's consciousness is Bhakti Yoga. Oh, sorry. Yeah. And Jnana Yoga is a path leading to Bhakti Yoga. Krishna's consciousness means to work in full knowledge of one's relationship with Supreme Absolute. And the perfection of this consciousness is full knowledge of Krishna or the Supreme Personality of Godhead. A pure soul is an eternal servant of God as his fragment part and parcel. He comes in contact with Maya illusion due to the desire to lord it over Maya, and that is the cause of his many sufferings. As long as he is in contact with matter, he has to execute work in terms of material necessities. Krishna's consciousness, however, brings one into spiritual life even while one in within the jurisdiction of matter. For it is an arousing of spiritual existence by practical practice in the material world. The more one is advanced, the more he is free from the clutches of matter. The Lord is not partial toward anyone. Everything depends on one's practical performance of duties in the Krishna's consciousness, which help one control the senses in every respect and conquer the influence of desire and the anger. And one who stands fast in the Krishna's consciousness, controlling the above mentioned passions, and remain factually in the transcendental stage and Brahma Nirvana, the eightfold yoga mysticism is automatically practiced in Krishna's consciousness because the ultimate purpose is served. There is a gradual process of elevation in the practice of yama, niyama, asana, pranayama, pratyahara, dharana, dhyana, and the samadhi. But these only preface perfection by devotional service, which alone can be awarded to the human being. It is the highest perfection of life. Thus, the end of Brahma Vedanta purports to the fifth chapter of Srimad Bhagavad Gita is a matter of karma yoga and actions is the consequences. So Krishna's conscious. Sorry.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
भोक्ताराम यज्ञ तपसाम सर्वलोक महेश्वरम सुहृदम सर्वभूतानाम ज्ञात्वा माम शांतिमिच्छति सर्वलोक महेश्वरम भोक्ताराम यज्ञ तपसम सुहृदम सर्वभूतानाम ज्ञात्वाम शांतिमिच्छति. So there are three things Prabhupada was telling. I was reading, and here is said: if you can remember these three things daily in your life, you can be peaceful. You can be peaceful. How? What are the three things? First, Krishna, Prabhupada said, you remember Krishna is proprietor of everything. He is proprietor of everything. You, including your world and this whole world. He is the proprietor. He is the controller of everything. He controls. Because he is a proprietor, he has control over everything. Your good life, your bad life, your difficult life, your happy life, everything is control of Krishna. And third, if somebody becomes proprietor and controller, generally you start fearing that person because they can misuse you because they're controller. They control you. They can change your life. Then you have a fear. But the third point Prabhupada said, Krishna told, and you should remember this. Krishna is saying, Bhoktaram Yagya Tapasam Sarvaloka Maheshwaram. He's saying, I am the enjoyer of everything. I am the proprietor of the Sarvaloka Maheshwaram. I am the owner of everything. And then thirdly, what he's saying, Suhridam Sarva Bhutanam. I am the friend of everyone. Third point, I am the friend of everyone. It is contradictory. Actually, when someone is controller and owner of everything, he is not friend of everyone. Then he's like, people become feared of that person. Like Trump right now. Hope he's not watching on YouTube this class. So, so Musk and Trump, they are powerful. Now they are creating havoc. They are not friend of everyone, but Krishna is friend of everyone. If you remember these three things daily, every morning, you are fearless. You are peaceful. Because you know, Krishna is my best friend. I am not best friend of Krishna. I don't know. But he is best friend to everyone. He's not asking that, oh, you are my best friend. No. He's saying, I am friend of yours. And if your friend is the proprietor of everything, controller of everything, why you have to fear anything? He's your friend. He'll never harm you. Why you fear? Right? That's what Gyatva Santim. If you know this, then Gyatva Santim Richati. You became peaceful. Always. You don't care. This world, what's going on, nonsense here and there, and yeah. What will happen? I'll die, I'll survive, my job, my position, future. You're muted, Mataji. Aital Mataji, you're muted, you're saying something. You're saying something? Okay. Three things. Bhoktaram, you can take this sloka and just create a nice collage of flyer. Krishna is a controller, Krishna is a proprietor, and Krishna is friend of everyone, including me also. Huh? When he says everyone, does not mean you. Sarva Loka Maheshwaram, Surdam Sharva Bhutanam. He doesn't say humans. Sarva Bhuta means every living entity. And that's why he's providing for everyone, even animals, even ants, elephants. The Prabhupada said very nice example. We are always very busy about our future, worry about our future. But Krishna is able to provide food to elephant. Tons of food daily. Why he will not provide you food when you are a devotee? Elephant is not a deity. He providing all the food. Then millions of animals living in forest, they are getting food, shelter, life, and you are stressed out as a human being. What do I do in next day? What will happen next year in my career? Is I'm going to get a food, salary? There's so much distress. But the animals don't. They get naturally by Krishna. Who provides food? Who is cooking and doing grocery shopping for elephant? They eat tons of food daily, and freely in the forest, right? Ant in your house, who they don't have a kitchen to cook. Ant is eating daily. They are producing childrens, thousands of childrens every 6 months. Who's maintaining those children? We worry about, oh, who will maintain my family house children? No. Remember this? So this is the main knowledge. If you act in this knowledge, then you are doing karma yoga. Krishna is a proprietor, Krishna is a controller, and he is a friend. Then anything you do, you know that I'm not the owner. I'm not the proprietor. Krishna is the proprietor. Krishna is the owner. Let me work for Krishna and he's my friend. So why I should worry, right? All right. So let's do one round chanting in 10 minutes. Kaustu Prabhu, do you want to help people to do chanting, or should I play an audio?
So we can.
You can do. What do you want to do? You want to chant and let them repeat with you, or how? They are doing. Some of people are first time. So
Mhm.
yes,
We can. They can.
you have.
But repeat how it will be possible. Simultaneously, it will be okay.
Yes. So let
So
me
everyone
let
is
me let
so
me
everyone
play
is having
audio.
either bead bag or this
No,
mala.
no, they will just do audio like oral. Okay, audio. I'm saying. So okay, let me play a video today. Okay, Prabhu.
Yes, that will be better.
Yeah. So let me play this chanting, and all of you can repeat after that. Okay. It's a 10 minute, and then next time I'll be explain you slowly as you join the classes. What is the meaning? How you do that? Okay. Okay. Let me get you this video.
While searching the video, I will just add that Surudam Sarvabhutanam, that is, he is the friend of all the living entities, and he is actual friend of ourselves. Then we are friend of ourselves. We ourselves are our friends. More than that, he is our friend. That we should understand, because he knows us since 84 lakhs of births, and we are knowing ourselves only in this birth, this present birth. Because we do not remember anything about our past life, past birth, but he knows every moment, every birth. Prabhuji, you are mute or something?
Okay, can you hear me?
Yes.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Okay, perfect. I'm just trying to get the video we have for the workshop we did on this chanting. Chant. Okay, okay, I'm getting this for you. Okay, so for now, you can just repeat. So this is 16 word, 16 word, most of you already know. So what you have to do, wherever you're sitting, you sit down, you plug in your headphone. You have to speak. So right now you'll hear an audio. So for now you will just repeat that same thing, like Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare Hare.
Hare Ram,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram,
Hare
Ram
Ram,
Ram,
Ram
Hare Hare.
Ram, Hare Hare.
Okay, so
Yes,
you
sir.
have to. If you're new, it's your tongue may not be very flexible, but it will come out slowly. So everyone can mute yourself, but you should hear. Okay, you keep on mute. You hear. Try to hear your voice because you'll have headphone. You may be hearing other things. You can slow down the voice of your phone, but you hear your vibration. When you say Hare, you should focus on, meditate on that sound vibration. Hare Krishna. So you focus on that, and that's the meditation. Okay. So we did repetitive. So 108 times, which takes 10 minutes for beginners. So I'm going to share my screen. Okay. You confirm that you can hear the voice. Can you hear this? Can you hear the voice? Can
No,
you hear
Prabhuji.
audio?
No, no.
No, Prabhuji.
Okay, let me see. Can you hear the audio?
It is very
No.
low.
Can you hear
Yeah,
now?
it's very.
Can you hear
Still
now?
low. Still low.
Yeah, to some extent. Still, it is low.
Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Yes, yes.
Hare
Now it is.
Krishna, Krishna
Now you can
Krishna,
hear
Hare Hare.
better.
Hare
Yes, yes, Prabhuji.
Ram, Hare Hare. Hare
Okay, everyone can hear better.
Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare
Just
Ram,
confirming with
Hare
everyone
Hare.
before I.
Hare
The
Krishna,
maximum you can
Krishna
do.
Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram, Hare
I
Hare.
can
Hare Krishna.
change also. Okay, let me use this one. I have the audio from Prabhupada, so you can chant with him. Just a minute, huh? Okay. Japa. Give me 30 seconds. Okay, I'm going to play this. Okay, so I'm going to share the direct audio video into the this advanced setting video file. Okay, so now you should see the it is here the full volume. Okay, just a second. 2 minutes, 8 seconds. Okay, so you should now able to hear everything.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare
Can you
Hare,
hear?
Hare Ram,
Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare
Hare
Ram.
Okay.
Ram.
So everyone should repeat this 16 words. Hare Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare, Hare Ram, Ram
Hare
Ram,
Ram,
Hare
Ram
Hare.
Ram.
And Kaustuv Prabhu will only keep unmute, and everyone can mute. Okay, just mute yourself so that other people, new people, can hear the audio. And Kaustuv Prabhu, you can just repeat with Prabhupada so that there is one voice on the camera. Okay. All right. Everyone is ready? And next time I'll explain you more systematic. I'll prepare better. Okay. So we'll do only for 10 minutes. All right. So I'm going to play this now.
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare.
जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त।
Hare Krishna. Yeah, so
Hare
that was the one round. Thank you everyone for participating. So did you like it? Did you feel anything? Peace, more? How was the experience for new people? Hare Krishna. Can you hear me? You're muted if somebody's speaking. Madhu, I think something. It was good.
Yeah, it's really wonderful. I don't feel different.
You feel connected, right? Like it's like your mind is more just thinking about the sound, nothing else at that point, at least that moment. So this is called meditation. Meditation means you can disconnect from everything. And it's called active meditation. In meditation, when you close your eyes, your mind is wandering everywhere in the world. But this meditation, your mind is on the sound. You're trying to bring your mind to the sound, even if it is going, slowly it will go when you do it. But but this one is because you're focusing on this transcendental sound, your mind it become peaceful at least at the end, like it's and you'll feel it. We'll do every week, like every session. Okay. So any questions, comments? Because it's already late, so I can't take much. But if any final comment, question, you can take it. Okay. If nothing, let's end here. Vancha kalptaruvasya cha kripa sindhivyo cha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavbhyo namo namah. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advait Gadadhar Srivasadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare. Thank you so much everyone for joining, and let's keep joining now. Today was the biggest strength, 10 people. So thank you for coming in together. And if you join regularly, we can do this chanting in the end. We'll do on time, more time, at least 10 minutes early. Okay. Thank you so much. Hare Krishna.
Thank you so
Bye.
much, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.